Ngonyaka ophelile iPhalamende lase-South Africa lamema abantu base-South Africa ukuthi ababeke imibono yabo nama-amendments abafisa ukuthi enzeke kwi-constitution. Ngempela-ke abantu base-South Africa benza njalo, bawafaka ama-amendments wabo, ikakhulukazi nje yayihamba phambili i-preamble ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it. Abanye babethi ayithi South Africa belongs to its citizen. Kuphela isikhathi esingangonyaka iPhalamende lithule nje lingasho lutho. Kuthe mangabe usisi uPrince Mthombe sebethatha isinqumo sokuthi no, abathatha iPhalamende balise enkantolo. IPhalamende lase liya-acta. Yakhulunywa-ke leyo nto leyo. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi kunemember ye-EFF eyathi no, ukuguqula i-constitution it's unconstitutional ngoba ukuguqula nje kwaleya preamble izokona imithetho miningi imithetho ezophazamiseka nekufuneka iguqulwe. Thathe senza ukuthi abantu base-South Africa bethi ayiguquke sisodwa ukuthi kunabantu laba abakhona la eSouth Africa ngokungekho semthethweni. Ngakho-ke njengoba sila eSouth Africa, nabo iSouth Africa belongs to them because they live in South Africa. So it doesn't matter whether they are documented or not documented. Ziningi izinto ezikhulunyiwe kodwa iPhalamende lase-South Africa liphindile futhi lamema abantu base-South Africa ukuthi abaparticipate. Ngizocaphunela ivideo kaSisi Prince Mthombeni uzosichazela kabanzi mayelana nalelo daba kodwa singakafiki kulo. Ngifisa ukukukhumbuza ukuthi uKaytin Mackenzie esa-campaign for ama-general elections ayekhona ngomhla ka-29 kuMeyi 2024 waze waduma ngokuthi ethi abahambe, uyena umuntu wayememeza. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ngelinye ilanga ekhuluma washo kanje:
After we've been sworn in, I'm going straight to Rahima Musa Hospital, where we're going to switch off the oxygen of illegal foreigners.
Amethemba-ke abantu emveni bekhulumele inkulumo, bamnikeza ithuba, bamvotela, wayeseyangena ePhalamende. Kwakulindelekile ukuthi ngoba sesithathile isifungo uPresident Cyril Ramaphosa wamenza uMinister weSports, Arts and Culture ukuthi ngempela uzoya eRahima Musa Hospital afika cishe imshini. Ilokho esasikulindele kuye. Kodwa namhlanje njengoba kusi-16 June ekhuluma nabalandeli bakhe futhi njengoba sekuqubuke lamamasha khona la eSouth Africa athinta yona lento ayekhuluma ngayo yena. Ukhulume kanje:
Because you don't know jail. I'm speaking as a person that spent my whole youth in jail. I'm not going to sit in South Africa and hear young people are being given instructions on the 30th to hurt illegal foreigners. That one, it shall never happen for as long as I'm alive. We've got a government, there's a law enforcement. If you want to remove illegal foreigners, do it by yourself. Bring your own children so that the cops will deal with you. Our matter is on the table. So I want to be clear. The government is removing illegal foreigners. The government has listened to us. Let us allow the government to do their job. You don't need even to vote for me if you want. I don't agree that we should use violence. We are not a violent people. All we are asking, ambassadors, is for all of us to hold up the mirror. Our people need jobs. Our people are suffering because they don't have jobs.
Ngazi noma ngizwa kahle na. Yena lo wayethi uzocisha imshini. Uma nje eqeda kuthatha isifungo uzocisha imshini. Namhlanje uthi akahambelani nento ethi kuzoba khona abantu abazoxosha abantu bokufika kulezo. Sithi isiZulu ayikhonkoti nethambo. Ngake ngakhuluma ngelinye ilanga wangibhalela omunye la wathi akukhulunywa nokudla emlonyeni. Nami sengiyabona. Ami nginguye sengingenile lapha ya. Ngeke ngikwazi ukukhuluma. Noma ngathiwa ngiyayibona lento uthi inkinga kangakanani kodwa inkinga yami ngaba sekuthenini nansi imali. Ngoba ekugcineni kosuku imali ayilithezi limanzi. Ubusika nehlobo ayilithezi olumanzi. Kodwa uma ungenamali uzohamba uyotheza iy'nkuni uzilinde zome. Kodwa umuntu onemali uthenga ukhuni olomile busika nehlobo. Isona simo esibhekene naso la eSouth Africa. Ngizocaphunela abantu ababili la. Bathathu. Ubaba uZolani Simayi kube uPrince Mthombeni bese ngigcina ngosisu Enhle. Ngicela kuzwe la.
South Africans, Parliament has once again invited the public to submit proposals for possible amendments to the Constitution. Let's talk about it. Sanibonani guys, igama lami nguPrince Mthombeni Umaduma, co-founder of South Africans for Constitutional Reform. Now, some of you don't know this. The Constitution itself provides for amendments. Section 74 of the Constitution sets out the process through which constitutional changes can be considered and adopted. In other words, the Constitution was never intended to be a document that can never be touched. It was designed to evolve through democratic processes when the people of South Africa believe a change is necessary. Over the past few days, I've also seen some people argue that certain parts of the Constitution cannot be changed because lawyers, judges, and courts have already interpreted them. But that's not how democracy works. Courts do not make laws. Courts interpret laws. Parliament makes laws. And ultimately, in a constitutional democracy, it is the people who have the right to propose changes through lawful and democratic processes. Whether your submission is accepted or rejected is a separate matter, but no South African should ever be discouraged from participating in the constitutional review process. At the same time, it's important to note that Parliament is currently receiving legal opinions on submissions made during the previous constitutional review process, including SACR's submission. As many of you know, SACR continues to have concerns about transparency and public participation in that process, and we are still considering our legal options. However, we will not sit on the sidelines while a new process is underway. As we did before, SACR has created a Google form for South Africans to submit their proposals through us. If you are watching this video from TikTok, please find the link in my bio. If you are watching this video from other platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and X, the link is in the caption. Guys, please note that the SACR's deadline for submissions is 2 July 2026. This will give us sufficient time to review, consolidate, and submit the views of South Africans before the official parliamentary deadline. Whether you believe the Constitution should be amended, strengthened, or clarified, we want to hear from you. Tell us what changes you would like to see. Tell us what kind of South Africa you want future generations to inherit. SACR will consolidate the submissions and ensure that the voices of ordinary South Africans form part of this constitutional review process. Remember, the Constitution belongs to the people. Parliament has asked for people's views. It is time for people to speak. Complete the Google form using the link in my bio. If you are watching from TikTok, if you are watching from X, Facebook, or Instagram, the link is in the caption. Make your voice heard before the 2nd of July 2026.
Uzofaka i-link ku-description ukuze laba abafuna ukuparticipate bangene khona ba-participate. Ngiyakhumbula nasekuqaleni na-participate, yingakho eParliament bathi ama-submissions we-SACR maningi kakhulu, bazowahlelela iviki lawo. Angazi noma yilona leli viki okufanele sizwe ngawo ukuthi ithini legal opinion mayelana nalodaba. Ngakho-ke ngizoyifaka i-link lapha ku-description ukuze siparticipate, ngoba ufanele sibe yingxenye yey'nqumo ezithathayo eSouth Africa njengabantu base-South Africa. Khumbula ukuthi thina sinalo elinye ikhaya. Bangcono nabantu abangama-foreigner kulezo, ngoba noma kungabheda ini bazokwazi ukusuka la baye emakubo. Thina sinalo ikithi. Nansi-ke indaba efika ibe buhlungu. Asinayo indawo esothi lena yikithi. Ngifisa-ke ukucaphunela ubaba uZolani Simayi. Emveni kwalapho ngizocaphuna uSisi Enhle, kuzodependa ukuthi isikhathi sithini. Kodwa nje ngifisa ukucaphunela laba ababili. Athi sibone ukuthi ubaba uZolani Simayi sihamba naye ufikaphi. Ngicela uzwe la.
So we are trying to tie up all the laws. We've been talking about the Employment Services Act together with Immigration Act. They must be read together. They should not be fragmented. The Immigration Act says you must have a visa, and the Employment Services Act says you cannot employ someone without a valid permit who's a foreign national. So they are together. Now let's tie in, and then we tied in to say those who are violating the law, the Immigration Act, those employers who employ without the valid documents, they should not think they will exploit those workers, because the very same Employment Services Act says in Section 8, subsection 4, it says those who are working without valid permit, they have the same benefits in the Labor Relations Act, in the Basic Conditions of Employment Act. They still must be treated that way. So the laws are working together. Now we come in and bring in another act, which must be read together with all these ones. I am now talking about Employment Equity Act. It was amended. So I'm talking about now the Employment Equity Act number 47 of 2013. Employment Equity Amendment Act number 47 of 2013, which seeks to emphasize now the definition of beneficiaries who are Black South Africans, white female South Africans, and people with disability. Now this amendment, because now it challenges people who will say, I have a permanent resident permit. This one, Employment Equity Act, brings all these together now to say, as it defines what is a designated group or designated groups. It defines the designated groups as to say, even if someone has a permanent resident permit, right, or has been naturalized as a South African, they do not qualify to be under the designated groups, because the Act, the Employment Equity Amendment Act 47 of 2013, is strict in defining who should belong to those designated groups. Even if that person is naturalized, they still need to qualify. Here's the qualification. It defines that designated groups means Black people, women, and people with disabilities who, A, are citizens of the Republic of South Africa by birth or by descent, B, or who became citizens of the Republic of South Africa by naturalization before 27th April 1994. So those who were naturalized after 1994, they are not part and parcel of the designated groups as per Employment Equity Act. For you to qualify as a designated group under the Employment Equity Act and you are being naturalized, it must be before we voted in 1994, so that no one can come in and claim those benefits after 27th of April 1994. It says, I'm naturalized, therefore I belong in the designated group. So anyone who's been naturalized after 27 April 1994 does not qualify to fall under the designated group. So all these laws are talking to the citizens of the Republic of South Africa. I don't understand why politicians are missing this. Either they have hidden agendas, or they have, which and is understandable, the problem of comprehension and reading the laws or the acts in a fragmented manner, when these laws are supposed to be read as together, just like I have done. Bringing the Employment Services Act bringing in the Immigration Act, bringing in the Employment Equity Act. All these three are very strict on immigration and employment. They are strict. So where is the confusion? We don't need more laws. We need people to implement. So what we are lacking is people who can implement. And one of the reasons is there's no political will. People are corrupt. People are easily bought. That's the problem. So you are not going to fix the problem of corruption and lack of political will by coming up with 100 more laws. Fix the people you deploy there. Do you understand now my criticism of the president's speech? Deploy the right people. Don't come up with other laws. Put the right people with a passion for South Africa and a passion for the citizens. Hello.
Ukuzukuphala kwakho la comment section ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani lolu daba esilixoxayo nalokho esikuzwa ngobaba uZwelani Simayi kodwa okukhulu kunakho konke ngomhla ka20 nomhla ka21 kuJune izona insuku lapho kufuneka abantu base South Africa bayo register for ukuvota. Kufanele ngey4 abantu baphume bayovota. Manje ngavotelanga ANC nje abantu base South Africa nobe nisizile. Isiphathi isikhathi eside noma ungavotela bani nakhathalekile kodwa uvotela abantu ofunda imanifesto yabo, uvotela abantu owazi ukuthi yini abayimele. Ubabheke futhi abantu abanjengoGaytini. Umzwile uthi wakhuluma kanjani? Wanele wafungiswa wakhohlwa ukuthi konje ubetheni kubantu. Mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyazalwa njalo ngomhla ka26 kuJuni. Ngiyacela nje ningiphi imali. Yilokho nje engikucelayo.